kickoff for Indianapolis.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he is all the way up past the 25. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal. But I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Back. Check 52. Split.
A throw out wide caught by Pascal. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
Hey, Delta!
Back to Taylor on 1st down. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Darnold from the gun. He'll air this one out from... This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, New York.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Flush to his right. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets.
Complete to
Denzel Mims with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. Rashad Perriman off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
And his kick is good.
It's the score, Jets 14, Colts 7. Steven Gostkowski set to kick
So
off.
after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll move the chains.
With the second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
57, Mike, 57. You.
On second down, Rivers again. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Taylor, 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check 50.
They'll run with Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the second round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's got his man, Hilton. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. Rivers to Hilton there, first down Indy.
27-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On first down, it's Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
What we got? 57's the mic. Watch 57. Wait, 89.
Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Blankenship for the Colts field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
The Jets first down.
Completion there to Brashad Perriman, and the best part of his game coming out of UCF, his ability to run. A sub-4.4 sprinter. They need it now in New York to replace speedster Robbie Anderson, who signed.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
190. I got you. Whip. Watch the whip. Look around.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground in there.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First down carry by Bell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Darnold. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. A screen to Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
At the 2-yard line.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go for it with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. As the first half is winding down, and the Jets will extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust it.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 58, come on. Watch the run, watch the run. 58, come on, 58.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Taylor, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They run once more with Taylor. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On third down, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Taylor, the ball.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
From the 29, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Down left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. He's got it to Hilton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 30.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Again, it's Bell. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 7. 1st down, New York.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A 1st down throw, Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. 7 yards, the pickup there.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Jerron Brown.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown,
Rashad Perriman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
The kick is
and he puts it through.
Makes the score Jets 35, Colts 10.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
29-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Man. These guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
47-yard line.
2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
You better be afraid of me. 57. Mike.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Phillip Rivers.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, check, check.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
First down, Jets.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
At the 11-yard line. today's.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.